to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Dogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. Uncorks it. He's open on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
They try to get it outside on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Running backs are wide receivers. They're doing such a great job nowadays at the back. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Get it out on the screen. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact flight hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojan. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Etheridge. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch, it's Strachan. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll try to do it himself. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in the game. So in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etheridge. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There he goes! Up to 44 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for room. It's Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Look out, he's got room. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finds some fresh air. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out of bounds, wide at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Myers on the move. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat, but just not able to come up.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Got his man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The give. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the blocks, getting the big stop.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion, coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Dogs are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
How about confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. He now has 72 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
they got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And some room to work. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. He lets it fly. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Coming from the 34, you wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket. And you play action, you keep him in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? He'll puts the defense in a really tough position.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia lining up to punt it away. What a terrible, terrible shame. Sending the offense onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught, it's Lockett. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the outcome. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Mayava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Crockett. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got a man, it's Jenkins. Turning it on! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Mayava. They'll run the screen. Can't quite cross the plane to get to 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Pushes toward the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback running on the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open on the right. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs will hustle to the line. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle it down short. They'll stop him at the 3. A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3.
Listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Thrust that arm out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down and more. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're down to the 32-yard line on first and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But you drive off to a good start. You get the first down. You get out of bounds. You're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they have... There he goes! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Trojans enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Might as well give it to him again. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the first down, but he did pick up 9.
And he didn't get the big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
One more play to pad the stats. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous cutting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.